Hello friends, this is Abhinav Bhargav, and in this video we are going to say about Australian Parliament, and this is important for your GS2 mains, that is comparison of constitution. So Australian Parliament is also known as Commonwealth or Federal Parliament, and it consists of three elements, that is Queen, who is represented by Governor General, Senate, that is the upper house, and House of Representatives, that is the lower house. Here the members of Senate represent 6 states and 2 major self-governing territories, and it consists of 76 members, 12 from each state and 2 each from Northern Territory and Australian Capital Territory, and they are elected using single transferable vote proportional representation system with optional preferences. And in case of House of Representatives, the members represent electoral divisions according to the population, and it consists of 150 members, each elected from single member constituency known as electoral divisions, and they are elected using compulsory preferential voting. Now let us see in detail about Parliament of Australia. See, Parliament of Australia is a bicameral, same like that of India, but under a non-republican system, and Crown of the UK is a constitutional head and is part of the Australian Parliament. Here we have two houses, that is Senate and House of Representatives. Senate has 76 members, and equal representation on all the 6 states is created by proportional representation by a list system. Unlike in Rajya Sabha, with unequal representation to the states is elected by proportional representation by a single transferable vote. Here half the members of Senate are elected every 3 years, whereas in Rajya Sabha, 1/3 of the members are elected every 2 years. And in case of House of Representatives, which is the lower house, got 150 members with a 3-year term and directly elected house, unlike the first past the post system, which is the basis of election to the Lok Sabha. And here it is elected by preferential vote and double the strength of this Senate, which is almost like the ratio of membership between Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. And the procedure of legislation in the Australian Parliament is also different compared to the Indian Parliament. Though the bills can be introduced in either houses, but in case of disagreement, the procedure to resolve is completely different from the joint sitting that has been provided in case of Indian Parliament. See, in Australian Parliament, if a bill is passed twice by the lower house and is rejected twice by the upper house, then it is deemed to be a deadlock. Whereas in India's Parliament, a deadlock may result if a given house has not acted on the bill passed by other house within a defined period of time, or is insisting on its amendment, or has rejected it but only once. And in case of a deadlock in Australian Parliament, both the houses are dissolved, and a joint sitting is only possible if the deadlock persists after elections, where both the newly constituted house continue to disagree over the bill. Whereas in India's Parliament, in every case of deadlock, the solution can be a joint sitting if the President of India has expressed its desire to summon such a joint sitting. In addition to that, the parliamentary committee system in Australia is different because most bills are examined by the parliamentary committees, whereas in India the bills are referred to a select committee of one house or a joint select committee of both the houses only when there are differences among the members in terms of different amendments being suggested to the bills. And with respect to the bills, in Australia the bills may be referred to a committee in the second reading itself, and the committee may also suggest amendments to the bills just like India. And with respect to the concurrent powers, in India the Parliament enjoys concurrent powers of legislation along with the states. Similarly, in Australia also, if Parliament laws on the concurrent list subjects are in conflict with the state laws, then Parliament laws prevail. So this is the basic difference between Indian and Australian Parliament. Do like, share and subscribe to this channel, and thank you.